Welcome back. You're watching Live Wire. I'm Swati Joshi. While the nation watches with anticipation, waiting for updates on the Tahawwur Rana interrogation, it seemed like political leaders refused to unite even on matters of national security. While India obtained the arrest of Rana after sustained relentless pursuit over the years, the opposition asked, what's the big deal? They say BJP cannot take any credit for Rana being brought to India because it was the UPA that initiated the process of extradition. Senior Congress leader P. Chidambaram was quick to claim that the groundwork for extradition was laid during UPA rule and that NDA government should not claim all the credit. Congress MP Manikam Tagore was also quick to credit Dr. Manmohan Singh, saying it is a result of the determined legal diplomacy by Dr. Manmohan Singh. A Samna article, the mouthpiece of UBT, says the extradition has been turned into a Tahawwur Rana festival. Drawing comparisons with Kasab, the article says hanging of Kasab was not turned into a festival and the government must learn from it not to politicize.
I'm happy that he has been sent back, but it took 16 years. It's painful. I mean, if he has committed such a heinous offense, why did it take 16 years to begin with, number one? Number two, where's Headley? He is an equal conspirator. And why is he being protected? I think this is too myopic a way of looking at it. Everybody gets credit for it. It is India's credit. At each stage, each government has played its role. So I actually congratulate all governments. And it's not good for India for some one person to take the credit.
ये लोग क्या एक जो वो राना लाया है तो क्या तवावुर राना, तो ये बीजेपी का राणा फेस्टिवल चल रहा है क्या कि वो ये फेस्टिवल कर रहे हैं, तवावुर राणा फेस्टिवल बना रहे ये लोग। डेफिनेटली मिलनी चाहिए फांसी की सजा, मिलेगी। कसाब को भी फांसी मिली है, उसको भी मिलनी चाहिए।
The BJP, of course, has hit out at the opposition. Listen to the reactions coming in.
जो लोग मूर्खों जैसा बयान देते हैं उनको मैं कभी जवाब नहीं देता, क्योंकि दुनिया के सामने जिस समय कसाब को फांसी हुई उस समय ये पाकिस्तान की कॉन्स्पिरेसी थी, ये हमने प्रूव कर दिया। और आपको याद होगा उस समय हम लोगों ने डेविड हेडली का बयान ये एक प्रकार से ऑनलाइन दर्ज कराया। इसलिए अब मुझे लगता है कि जो मूर्खतापूर्ण बयान है उसका जवाब तो भारत के न्यायालय ने दिया है।
ये तहव्वुर राणा को पकड़कर लाए हैं, खींच कर लाए हैं। 26/11 का मास्टरमाइंड था, तो जितना दर्द उसके परिवार के लोगों को नहीं हो रहा है, उससे कांग्रेस परिवार और इंडिया अलायंस के लोगों को दुख क्यों हो रहा है? बहुत दुखद है। ये किस तरह की भाषा संजय राउत बोल रहे हैं? ये तो लश्कर तैयबा का आर्टिकल ऐसा नहीं होगा जैसा संजय राउत लिख रहे हैं। तहव्वुर राणा के लिए इतना दर्द क्यों है? तहव्वुर राणा को आतंकवाद के खिलाफ जो हमारी लड़ाई है उसके लिए लाया गया है, उस लड़ाई को अंजाम तक पहुंचाने के लिए लाया गया है। और ये कहना कि राजनीति के लिए लाया गया, बहुत दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण है। उनके बयान की मैं घोर निंदा करता।
We have Mohit Bhatt joining us in the broadcast with more details. Mohit, Shahnawaz Hussain of the BJP says looks like the INDI is pained by the fact that Tahawwur Rana has been brought back to face the Indian law.
Well, perhaps that is the line that is being taken by the BJP, Swati. BJP says that it's a big victory for India. It should not be seen as a victory just for the government or justice for the victims whose family members died or who got injured in that particular cowardly incident on 26/11/2008. But it should be seen as a victory of hard work of our Indian agencies, that they have provided so much of material evidence against Tahawwur Rana. They presented that in the US court. And finally, the butcher of 26/11 was being extradited to India. Yesterday he came to the country. 20-day NIA custody has been given. But the question is that why politics is being happening? The BJP says that why exactly the Congress party leaders or the other opposition party leaders are coming out mocking the extradition, or why exactly are they questioning it? Why exactly are they doing politics on this? Because it's a victory for the country. It's a victory for the agencies. And with the investigation of the details of the Tahawwur Rana's involvement in the 26/11 in case we'll get to expose Pakistan again on the world stage, that how exactly he was a former Pakistani citizen, he was living in Canada, he was associated with the Pakistani army as a doctor when he was captain, and how exactly he was in contact with David Coleman Headley. And also there are reports coming in that during the investigation it was also being revealed earlier that how Tahawwur Rana sent emails to the ISI and the army officials over there congratulating them on this particular incident. So clearly Pakistan needs to be exposed. Somebody who was in US, he has been brought to the country. This has to be celebrated by everybody. But we see, unfortunately, politics being played on this particular issue. Sanjay Raut of the Shiv Sena UBT comes out and say that it's a fanfare that is being created, and he compared this to Kasab, and he also went on to say that yes, he should be hanged, but he will be hanged during the time of Bihar and West Bengal elections. So he has linked this to politics, which BJP has hit out, saying that this kind of article which Sanjay Raut has written in Shiv Sena would not be even written by Lashkar-e-Taiba. So it's a massive attack coming in from the BJP. So we clearly see BJP hitting out at the opposition party, saying that at this particular time you need to stand with all the victims, you need to stand with justice, and you need to stand with the country instead of politicizing.
More than anything. Mohit, stay on with us. Meanwhile, Congress leader Kanhaiya Kumar seemed to be mocking India's big extradition victory and accuses the Congress of having an anti-India and pro-terror mindset. Watch how Kanhaiya responded when asked about Rana's extradition.
किसको लाया गया है? अच्छा, मुझे आप पूछे तो हमको लगा कि 15 लाख रुपया खाते में आ गया, आप इसकी बात कर रहे हैं। कमाल है लेकिन।
When the entire country is having a sense of relief that the biggest mastermind of 2611 has been dragged back into India, extradited, Tahawwur Rana will be made to account for his sins for taking 166 innocent lives, then instead of standing with the government, with the agencies, with our martyrs and victims, Congress is mocking the extradition effort. Now Kanhaiya Kumar, who's a serial offender, who feels that Naxalis are Shaheed, comes and mocks the extradition of Tahawwur Rana. He is not mocking BJP government. He is not mocking Modi ji. He is mocking, in fact, the victims and their pain.
Mohit continues to be with us on the broadcast. So those are the reactions that are coming in from the leaders in the opposition. Some are saying that it's been 16 years. Some are saying you're celebrating as if you've got an exemption from the reciprocal tariff. Others saying don't try to take credit. This seems to be more about taking credit now for the opposition.
Well, Swati, it just takes 50 to 60 seconds to come out, speak on the camera, and you need to appreciate the work that is being done by our agency, that finally Tahawwur Rana, the butcher of 26/11/2008, has been brought to India, and he will be tried as per the Indian law. And that has been the demand of the victims, that have been the demand of the families of the victims, that has been the demand of every single person in the country. But what we see is that opposition party leaders are coming out. Some are mocking the extradition, some are raising questions on this, some are linking these two elections. But then, as we were discussing earlier, you need to stand one as a country, because that was a very cowardly attack, and we have seen support coming in towards India from across the world. They are coming out and they are saying that India was resilient in their fight, and it was a voluminous evidence that was being presented by the Indian agencies in front of US. It's not easy to extradite anybody from US. Yes, it was because of the diplomatic ties, but it was also about the voluminous evidence, proof, material that was being given by the Indian agencies, Indian enforcement agencies to the US court. So you need to appreciate it. You need to come out together, and you need to say that yes, we want this man should be given harshest of punishment.
Stay on
but
with us,
the politics,
Mohit. We also have Nilesh joining us on the broadcast. Nilesh, Sanjay Raut says this has been turned into a Rana festival. He is also linking it to the upcoming elections.
Well, yes, Swati, it is quite strange to see that how leaders at...
Go ahead, Nilesh, we can hear you.
Well, yes, Swati, as we were saying, that it is quite strange to see that how leaders in our country are not standing together or united when it comes to safeguard the national security. Issue like 2611 could also be opposed, is what we are learning through leaders from Congress and UBT, who through their Samna editorial had also hit out at center government, stating that how the Rana expedition is no less than a PR stunt, all given perspective that the upcoming election of Bihar and West Bengal will be affected. The Samna editorial goes on stating that the culprit will be given out punishment by keeping a Muhurat, that is a time will be taken out matching with that of Bihar and West Bengal election because the government wants to affect the election. But it is quite strange to see that on the other hand, US President Donald Trump has been terming Rana as a very evil person who has butchered hundreds of individuals. Various evidences have been to the fore which explains that how Tahawwur Rana is one of the key conspirator, a mastermind, and it is strange to see that ex-CM of Maharashtra Prithviraj Chauhan is to an extent speaking that Tahawwur Rana should be given every opportunity to prove himself innocent. So that is an absolutely strange that we can hear from the opposition. Yes, opposition has all the right to oppose the government when it comes to the policy, but issues like national security could also be opposed is quite surprising. Now we have been speaking to various victims, survivors also who have been given out that Rana should be facing capital punishment and should be given a punishment as soon as possible without delaying, something that took place during Kasab regime. But now it should be done at a speedy trial. So it is strange to see that how this sensitivity is not being understood. The sentiments of the people, the survivors, is not being understood by the opposition leaders. It seems like the political opposition is their only motive when it comes to such incidences.
All right, so multiple political reactions coming in with the opposition hitting out at the BJP saying, why is this being celebrated? This has been turned into a Rana festival, according to Sanjay Raut, he says, and it's also linked to the upcoming elections in Bihar. On the other hand, BJP hitting back at the Congress saying that the Congress party, along with the other parties, part of the INDI bloc, seem to be pained with the fact that Tahawwur Rana has been brought back in India to face consequences for his sins, for his involvement, for being the mastermind and co-conspirator of the 26/11 attack. So there are others like the Samajwadi Party leaders who ask why the delay. Listen in.
अच्छी बात दिल्ली लाया जा रहा है और इस पे कड़ी कार्रवाई होगी, ये भी अच्छी बात है, लेकिन इतने साल क्यों लग गए 26 उनके आरोपी को वापस आने में, 26/11 के आरोपियों को वापस आने में? लगातार ये 11वां साल चल रहा है भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार का, तो कहीं ना कहीं ये बड़ा ही प्रश्न चिन्ह उठने वाली बात है। लेकिन अगर लाया जाए तो हमें पूरी भरोसा है कि कड़ी से कड़ी कार्रवाई दी जाए।
Now, while the opposition is accusing the centre of taking credit for what they set in motion, the BJP says these are the same set of parties that branded 26/11 attack an RSS conspiracy and went on to blame the RSS even for the killing of Hemant Karkare. Let's listen into the war of words.
ना हम तो क्रेडिट वार थोड़ी किया है, हमने देश के टेररिस्ट को, हमारा अप्रोच ऑलवेज जीरो टॉलरेंस है। दिग्विजय सिंह ने कहा था ये आरएसएस के कॉन्स्पिरेसी है, एक तरह क्लीन चिट दिया था पाकिस्तान को, अभी बोल रहे हैं हम राणा को हम हमारे एफर्ट से आया है। ठीक है, सब लोग जानते हैं। तो जिन लोगों ने पाकिस्तान को क्लीन चिट देने का कोशिश किया और आरएसएस को कटकटे में खड़ा करने का कोशिश किया, वो लोग राणा का भारत में लाने का क्रेडिट लेते हैं, तो हम कुछ नहीं बोलते हैं। इनका अप्रोच क्या था, कसब को जो बिरयानी खिलाया था वो कौन है, वो लोग जानते हैं।
Now, we also have a reaction coming in from Congress's Karti Chidambaram. Let's listen into what he has to say about this entire issue.
It's like saying the launching of the Mangalyaan. I mean, the space launch would have happened under one prime minister, but the landing will happen under another prime minister. Can we say that one prime minister can take credit and the other prime minister can't take credit? Or one government can take credit and another government can't take credit? Eventually, it is the Indian government. Culmination happens in one point. Doesn't mean those who initiated it have to be left behind. But I'm not, this is not the time to politic. And all the point is that, yes, this is a very sad incident and a tragic incident, and we cannot allow incidents like this to happen. Which terrorist has the Congress party given a clean chit to? A clean chit can't be given by a party. If somebody has to be brought before a court, and eventually a court has to find somebody guilty or not guilty. So this is all, this kind of, powwow is of no meaning.
Indians deserved it, and the Lashkar terrorists who were killed after attacking Mumbai deserve Nishan-e-Haider, which is Pakistan's highest gallantry award. An award given posthumously to Pakistan's fallen soldiers for their acts of gallantry. This is what Tahawwur Rana allegedly told David Coleman Headley after the 26/11 Mumbai terror attacks. US Department of Justice, in its official statement on the extradition of David Coleman Headley, has revealed this excerpt of an intercepted conversation between Rana and Headley. Imagine, the shadowy terror facilitator who wore a business suit and handed India's maps to David Coleman Headley wanted Lashkar terrorists honored like martyrs. Rana allegedly commended the 9 LET terrorists who had been killed committing the attacks and wanted Nishan-e-Haider for them. What is Nishan-e-Haider? It is Pakistan's highest award for gallantry in battle. The name literally translates to Mark of the Lion. It is equivalent to India's Paramveer Chakra or UK's Victoria Cross. Since 1947, Pakistan has conferred Nishan-e-Haider upon 11 individuals. The last time Pakistan honored a fallen soldier with Nishan-e-Haider, it was after Kargil War. Now, as per this chilling revelation, terrorist Rana allegedly told his friend and co-conspirator Daud Gilani, aka David Coleman Headley, that Lashkar butchers should be honored with the Nishan-e-Haider. Why? For butchering innocent Indians.
Nishan-e-Haider literally means Mark of the Lion. In Pakistan, it is an equivalent to India's Paramveer Chakra and UK's highest gallantry award. Who is it given to? It's given to those military personnel in Pakistan posthumously for actions of gallantry. Now look at the mindset. So far, since 1947, only 11 individuals in Pakistan have been recipients of the Nishan-e-Haider. The last time Pakistan conferred a Nishan-e-Haider, it was after the Kargil War. The likes of Tahawwur Rana, who worked closely with Major Iqbal and Major Samir of the ISI, wanted Nishan-e-Haider to be conferred upon Lashkar-e-Toiba butchers who unleashed carnage on the streets of Mumbai on the nights of 26/11. He went on to say that Indians deserved it. He went on to say that they should be given Nishan-e-Haider, which is the gallantry award given. And who is it also given to? When a gallantry award is given, especially something like the Nishan-e-Haider in Pakistan, the rank does not matter. It is given in Pakistan to acts of bravery. So imagine somebody like a Tahawwur Rana, who worked so closely with the Pak ISI, felt that Ajmal Kasab and the others like Abu Ismail, they deserve a Nishan-e-Haider, and you never know. Many in the Pakistani establishment also felt the same way. So that is why this statement of the Department of Justice goes on to mention in clear words that after the attacks were complete, Rana allegedly told Headley that Indians deserved it. In an intercepted conversation with Headley, Rana allegedly commended the 9 Lashkar-e-Toiba terrorists who had been killed committing the attacks, saying that they should be given the Nishan-e-Haider, Pakistan's highest award for gallantry in battle. And this also raises questions for the ecosystem, Meghna. Members of this ecosystem have in the past gone on to hail Osama bin Laden as Osama G. There are a lot of questions that are now coming out after the US has come out and has revealed that conversation between Rana and Headley.
166 innocent individuals were killed in 3 days. 140 Indians, men, women, children, gunned down in hotels, railway stations, hospitals, cafes. 26 foreign nationals, guests to our country, killed on our soil. 18 brave security personnel, including the finest officers of Mumbai Police, Hemant Karkare, Vijay Salaskar, Ashok Kamte, all fell while protecting a city under siege. Hundreds were injured, thousands still are scarred. And yet, even in the face of such horror, there was no remorse. Tahawwur Rana, the man who helped plan this massacre, told David Headley that the deaths were justified. He said Indians deserved it. Let that sink in today. When the NI questions him, the victims of the 26/11 massacre who still shudder while thinking about that night of terror. Today, they want this man punished.
बहुत भयानक वो दिन था। आज भी आंख पे याद आई तो आंख कांपने लगता है।
दाऊद हाफिज सईद जो आतंकवादी और मास्टरमाइंड है जो पाकिस्तान में, उन लोगों को भी लाके फांसी की सजा देनी चाहिए।
शॉट लेने के लिए मैंने हाथ ऊपर किया और वहाँ से फायरिंग हो गया, गोली हाथ में लगी, कैमरा किधर गिर गया पता ही नहीं, पूरा हाथ फ्रैक्चर हो गया था।
सबकी भागने लगा, भगदड़ मच गई। फिर उसके बाद हम अपनी बच्ची को लेकर हम भागने लगे। हस्बैंड सोए थे बेचारे वो, अब उनको AK-47 लग गया, उठ के बैठे, उनको दिमाग में लग गई। और
देखो गोली चला था, ज़्यादा करके ऊपर चला रहा था। जब मेरे को गाली दिया पंजाबी लैंग्वेज में, तब मेरे को पता चला कि आतंकवादी है, कमांडो नहीं है।
मुंबई में 26/11 हुआ, निर्दोष लोगों को मौत के घाट उतार दिया गया। 7वें पाताल में होंगे, उनको भी मैं छोड़ने वाला नहीं।
His legs shackled and a chain around his waist. This was how 26/11 plotter Tahawwur Rana was handed over by US Marshals to Indian officials in LA. Times Now gets here the first exclusive image which captures a pivotal moment in one of the most guarded intelligence operations in recent history, codenamed Operation Rana. This top-secret cross-continental mission was carried out with utmost precision. Senior NI officials, elite NSG commandos and hand-picked intelligence personnel all on board a specially designated aircraft from LA with India's most wanted. The aircraft was tracked in real time by air traffic control units and central agencies. It made a covert refueling stop in Frankfurt before entering Indian airspace with credible threats from Pakistan-based terror outfits. India left nothing to chance. Sources say such was the sensitivity of the mission that one NI official reportedly held Rana's hand throughout the journey to prevent any chance of self-harm. At Delhi's Palam Air Base, security protocols hit the highest level. Delhi Police's security wing was ordered to surrender all mobile phones. No leaks, no lapses, just silence and shadows. To avoid any media glare, Tahawwur Rana was taken out through an alternate gate. He was then produced in court last night under the tightest security blanket. Last night, Delhi court sent him to 18-day NI custody. The NI had initially requested 20 days of custody for Rana, as per sources referred to key pieces of evidence such as email communications. Tahawwur Rana, the 64-year-old Pakistani origin Canadian co-conspirator of the 26/11 terror attack, now has a new address. It is a highly secured cell in the NI headquarters in Delhi. As per sources, Rana has been kept in an air-conditioned cell with 24/7 CCTV surveillance. No books, no television, 5 armed CRPF commandos guarding him round the clock. No one enters without clearance. Access control lift leads to the cell. There's a separate locker room which is sealed. Meals are being served by NI. His medical checkup has been done. His interrogation is currently taking place in a different cell. Again, a highly secure one, wired with both audio and video recording devices. Let's also show you what Rana's interrogation cell will look like and who is actually questioning him. These are in fact the details that we are getting. And